Hi, Karina Gardner here, and today we're going to put together this strawberry block. This is the middle of my Strawberry and Skies mini quilt that we will be making next week. So we're going to put together this block today, and then we're going to finish off and square up all the borders tomorrow. So if you are looking for this pattern, it's only available to my Fabric VIP group, which is a totally free group. So if you want this, make sure and sign up for that by going to karinagardner.com and clicking on VIP, and you will get it in next week. Now, if you're seeing this much later, know that I usually resend out my patterns over, depending on the month, right? And especially during Christmas time, I send out a lot of patterns for free. So make sure and join it, because hopefully it will come up again, okay? All right, let's get started here. So let me tell you dimensions. If you have done the strawberry block before with me, you'll know it's pretty simple. It looks more complicated than it is. So here are your dimensions. You do need one big 10.5-inch red square, and I'm using Ava Kate right here. I thought it would be perfect for the strawberry block, especially this fun floral. And then you need two 4¼ inch squares that are white. You need two 2.5-inch white squares, okay? Then you need two more. These are, I guess these are 2.5. So you need 4 in total, but 2 of them are going on the strawberry and 2 of them are going in the corners. These are 2.5-inch squares as well. This green piece is 2.5. This piece, if you're looking for this fabric, isn't part of Ava Kate. This is part of my Songbird line, which is quite old at this point, so it's just scrap, and you only need scraps really for your green, so don't worry about that. And then we are gonna have a half square triangle, and these are both 3.5-inch pieces, and white and green, okay? Now you'll see that I've already drawn a pencil line through these. So just do a pencil line through one of your half square triangles and then pencil lines on your strawberry, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually sew on the line on the strawberry, okay? So you're gonna sew directly on that line on the strawberry, and then you're gonna trim it off 1/4 inch, and then you're going to turn this back and you're going to press it, okay? So that's the strawberry block. I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna show you the half square triangle. Okay, I've gotten it to this part right here where I've sewn them all down. So now what I'm going to do is trim them up. Now I am using a rotary blade today. You can scissor cut this if you want. I think it's harder for the bigger one, but I think it's just as easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim this off. I just like the seams to be nice and clean. And same with these big ones. You'll see just how nice and clean these end up being. So once you got those trimmed, go ahead and press them down so that you make that 2.5-inch square. Okay. Cute little strawberry. You can see how easily that came together. Now we're going to do our half square triangle. Now I got this diagonal line. We are going to sew 1/4 inch seam allowance on either side of that line, not on the line, but on either side of it. So I'm going to put this on right here, and you can see I've got it lined up with my pencil line. I'm going to sew to the side. Okay, so once that's done, you can actually just use scissors. You can use a rotary blade or scissors for this, because you're going to just follow that pencil line, right? Pretty simple, right? And then you're going to press it open. Now, if you've been with me for any amount of time, you know I like to press open away from the white, but it really doesn't matter. It's just because I don't like to see the seam in the white. The white's just more transparent. Just make sure they are both pressed the same way. Now, the other thing you need to do is trim them down to 2.5 inches each, okay? So I'm going to trim them down really quick here, and then I'll show you how to lay it out. Okay, once you have that done, laying this out, it is super simple. You're just going to put these 2 half square triangles on either side of your green piece and your 2 white pieces, and now we're going to sew together a row. So go ahead, this is 1/4 inch seam allowance once again, and I'm going to sew this together just along that row, and then I'm going to press all the seams the same way. Okay, so I'm going to do that really quick. Okay, totally finished. Now we're just going to add the top part to the strawberry. There is your finished strawberry piece. If you want to trim off all of your hanging threads, you can. And next week I'm going to show you how to finish this off. I'm kind of making a mini quilt with it with lots of borders. So I'm going to show you how I do that. It just squares off the entire thing. So if you're worried about squaring off, like I have exact dimensions for you, and you can get those exact dimensions in the pattern. The pattern is available to my Fabric VIP group, which by the way is totally free. So all you have to do is sign up, and it's just a way for me to send you your patterns via email so that you have them. So I'm gonna send out the pattern next week for the borders, and then in the same thing, you should get the strawberry pattern as well. So if you're not part of my Fabric VIP, you should check that out. There is a link in the description for that. Or you can just go to karinagardner.com and click on VIP, okay? I hope you're making this with me. I hope you had fun with it, and I hope you've checked out my new line, Ava Kate for Riley Blake, and I will see you soon.